Good morning, everyone. Finding our purpose is often seen as a monumental task, a destination we must arrive at with certainty and clarity. But what if I told you that purpose isn't something you discover in a single moment, but something you can actively cultivate, day by day, through understanding the science of your own brain and behavior? Today, I want to talk about how to find your purpose, not as an abstract idea, but as a practical, actionable journey grounded in the latest neuroscience and psychology. It's about harnessing the natural systems of the brain that drive motivation, personal growth, and connection to the world around us. By understanding these systems, we can gain insight into what truly matters to us and move forward with intention and clarity. So let's explore how you can align your actions with your deepest values, rewire your brain for growth, and use the tools of motivation, stress, and social connection to guide you toward a life of purpose. Understanding the science of motivation and reward systems is essential when trying to find your purpose. At its core, motivation is the driving force behind every action we take, and the brain's reward system plays a pivotal role in shaping our desires, goals, and the pursuit of meaning in life. It is not simply about external rewards like money or recognition, but about the deeper, intrinsic drives that fuel sustained effort and personal fulfillment. By understanding how the brain operates in response to these drives, we can better align our actions with what will bring us true satisfaction and a sense of purpose. At the heart of motivation lies dopamine, a neurotransmitter that is crucial for reward processing. Dopamine is often associated with pleasure, but its role is far more complex. It is not the chemical that makes us feel good after receiving a reward, but rather the one that drives us to seek out rewards in the first place. It is responsible for the anticipation of a reward, the feeling of striving toward something valuable. When we take action, work toward a goal, or make progress, dopamine is released, reinforcing the behavior and encouraging us to keep moving forward. This is why motivation often comes in waves, particularly when we are working toward something meaningful. The brain's dopamine system is essentially telling us, keep going, you're on the right track. However, it is crucial to note that dopamine doesn't simply respond to any goal. It responds best to goals that are aligned with our values and passions. The brain is wired to respond most strongly to pursuits that match our internal desires, which are deeply connected to our sense of purpose. When we engage in activities that resonate with us on a fundamental level, our brain releases more dopamine, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces our drive. This is why we feel so motivated when we are working on something we are genuinely passionate about, but struggle with tasks that feel disconnected from our true selves. Understanding what drives you at a deep, intrinsic level allows you to align your goals with these natural motivators, ensuring a stronger, more sustainable sense of purpose. But motivation alone is not enough. The brain also needs to feel that progress is being made. This is where the concept of reward comes into play. Reward is not just about the end result, it is also about the small victories along the way. When we make progress toward a goal, no matter how small, our brain rewards us with a burst of dopamine, reinforcing the behavior. This is why it's crucial to break down larger, long-term goals into smaller, manageable steps. By setting achievable milestones and celebrating each small success, you create a constant flow of dopamine, keeping motivation high and reinforcing the connection between effort and reward. This process is also why people who set clear, measurable goals often report feeling more motivated and focused than those who have vague or undefined objectives. Interestingly, the brain's reward system is also shaped by our expectations. Research shows that we are more motivated when we perceive a challenge as attainable and less motivated when the goal seems distant or unrealistic. This is known as the expectancy theory of motivation. The brain constantly evaluates the likelihood of success, and when it believes success is possible, it activates the reward system. However, if the goal feels too far out of reach, dopamine levels drop and motivation wanes. This is why it's important to set realistic yet challenging goals that push you just beyond your comfort zone but don't overwhelm you. When you achieve these goals, the brain rewards you, which strengthens the desire to keep going. Another critical aspect of the reward system is the role of feedback. Feedback, especially positive feedback, plays a significant role in reinforcing behavior. Whether it comes from yourself or others, feedback helps the brain evaluate progress and adjust behavior accordingly. Positive feedback triggers the release of dopamine, creating a sense of accomplishment and validation that drives you to continue. Negative feedback, on the other hand, signals to the brain that something needs to change, motivating you to try a different approach. Both types of feedback are necessary for the brain's reward system to function optimally, and understanding how to interpret and respond to feedback can dramatically improve motivation and progress toward your purpose. It's also important to recognize that the pursuit of a meaningful goal is not always smooth. The brain's reward system is highly sensitive to setbacks and failures. However, setbacks are not necessarily a sign that you are on the wrong path. The brain often releases less dopamine when progress is stalled, which can lead to feelings of frustration or discouragement. However, when you reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, you can maintain motivation and adjust your approach. The key is to recognize that motivation and purpose aren't static, they evolve and adapt as you continue to work toward your goals. The resilience to bounce back from failure and keep pushing forward is one of the most powerful aspects of the brain's reward system. In summary, understanding the science of motivation and the brain's reward system is key to finding and pursuing your purpose. By aligning your goals with your intrinsic motivations, setting realistic and achievable milestones, and using feedback to adjust and improve, you activate the brain's natural reward pathways. This process not only fuels motivation, but also creates a sense of fulfillment as you make progress toward a meaningful life. As you begin to understand how your brain responds to motivation and reward, you can use that knowledge to make more intentional, purposeful choices that bring you closer to the life you desire. Leverage neuroplasticity for personal growth is a powerful concept because it taps into the brain's innate ability to change and adapt throughout life. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's remarkable capacity to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections in response to learning, experience, and environmental changes. For years, scientists believed that the brain's structure and function were largely fixed after early childhood. However, recent advancements in neuroscience have proven that the brain remains malleable well into adulthood, allowing us to reshape our thoughts, behaviors, and even our perception of the world. Understanding and harnessing neuroplasticity is crucial for anyone seeking to find their purpose because it empowers us to continuously evolve, adapt, and align ourselves with our true desires. One of the most compelling aspects of neuroplasticity is its ability to form new connections between neurons based on the experiences we have and the habits we develop. The more we engage in a specific activity, the stronger the neural pathways associated with it become. This means that the actions we take on a regular basis can either strengthen the connections that help us grow or reinforce the patterns that limit our potential. If you feel stuck or disconnected from your purpose, it may be because your brain has become entrenched in certain ways of thinking or acting that no longer serve you. The good news is that through the process of neuroplasticity, you can begin to rewire those pathways and cultivate new habits that better align with your goals and values. For instance, if you want to find your purpose, it's not simply about identifying what matters to you, it's about actively rewiring your brain to prioritize those values and make them a central part of your life. This can be done through consistent practice and repetition. When you engage in activities that are meaningful and aligned with your purpose, your brain starts to create new connections that reinforce this focus. Over time, these new pathways become stronger, making it easier for you to act in ways that reflect your deeper sense of meaning. If you want to develop new skills or embrace a new mindset, the key lies in repetition. Every time you practice a behavior or engage in a thought process, your brain reinforces the neural circuits that support those actions. By doing this regularly, you gradually transform your habits and beliefs, moving closer to a more purpose-driven life. However, neuroplasticity isn't just about creating new pathways, it's also about breaking down the old ones that no longer serve you. Negative thought patterns or limiting beliefs can become deeply ingrained in the brain over time, leading you to feel trapped or disconnected from your potential. These mental habits can be particularly powerful because they often operate below the level of conscious awareness. For example, if you've grown up believing that you aren't capable of success or that you don't deserve happiness, these beliefs can shape your actions and decisions, keeping you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. The process of neuroplasticity allows you to challenge and dismantle these old neural pathways, replacing them with healthier, more empowering beliefs The key to this transformation is awareness and intentionality. By becoming aware of the thoughts and behaviors that are holding you back, you can consciously replace them with more constructive alternatives, gradually rewiring your brain to reflect your true capabilities and potential. Another important aspect of neuroplasticity is the role of challenge and novelty in stimulating brain growth. The brain thrives on new experiences, and stepping outside your comfort zone is one of the most effective ways to trigger neuroplasticity changes. When you expose yourself to new environments, new people, or new challenges, your brain is forced to adapt. This adaptability is what drives growth, both intellectually and emotionally. If you want to find your purpose, it's essential to embrace challenges that push you to expand beyond your current limitations. Whether it's learning a new skill, facing a difficult situation, or taking a risk in pursuit of a meaningful goal, these experiences force your brain to rewire itself to cope with the unfamiliar. The discomfort that often accompanies growth is a sign that you're engaging in a process of neuroplastic adaptation, and with persistence, this discomfort will eventually transform into mastery. Furthermore, the power of neuroplasticity extends beyond individual growth to the way we relate to others. Social connections play a significant role in shaping the brain's plasticity, and positive, supportive relationships can greatly enhance our ability to change and grow. Engaging with people who share similar values or goals can help reinforce the neural pathways associated with those values, providing a supportive environment for personal transformation. In contrast, toxic or unsupportive relationships can hinder growth, reinforcing negative thought patterns and behaviors. The people you surround yourself with can either facilitate or obstruct your pursuit of purpose, so it's important to intentionally build connections with those who encourage your growth and challenge you to be your best self. Ultimately, leveraging neuroplasticity for personal growth requires a combination of awareness, intention, and consistent action. It's about creating an environment, both internal and external, that supports your development and encourages you to continuously evolve. The brain's ability to change means that no matter where you are in your life right now, you have the power to reshape your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your sense of purpose. By engaging in meaningful, value-driven actions, challenging your existing patterns, and embracing new experiences, you can harness the full potential of neuroplasticity to create the life you truly desire. Every step you take toward your purpose strengthens the neural connections that support that journey, gradually transforming your brain and your life in ways that make finding and living your purpose not only possible, but inevitable. Aligning with your values through daily habits is one of the most effective ways to ensure that you live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Our values are the core principles that guide our decisions, shape our behaviors, and define our sense of meaning in life. However, values alone are not enough to bring about real, lasting change. To make those values a part of our everyday experience, we need to translate them into consistent, intentional actions, habits that reflect who we are and what we want to become. By aligning our daily habits with our values, we create a framework for living authentically and with purpose, allowing us to make progress toward our goals, no matter how small the steps may seem. The power of habits lies in their ability to automate behavior, reducing the cognitive load needed for decision-making. When we consciously choose habits that reflect our core values, we make those values a consistent part of our lives, reinforcing them every day. For example, if one of your core values is health, and you want to live a life that honors this value, it's not enough to simply believe in health. You need to integrate it into your daily routine. This might mean choosing to exercise regularly, eating nutritious foods, or getting adequate sleep, all of which require conscious effort initially but become automatic as habits form. Over time, these habits reinforce the value of health, making it easier to maintain a lifestyle aligned with your deeper desires and goals. This process of building value-driven habits can also help you stay focused and grounded, even in moments of uncertainty. When faced with difficult decisions or moments of doubt, your values can serve as a compass guiding your choices. But to truly make your values a guiding force, you need to practice them consistently through your daily actions. It's through small, incremental steps, whether it's taking time for self-care, spending quality time with loved ones, or engaging in meaningful work, that you begin to shape your life in alignment with your values. These actions might seem insignificant on their own, but when repeated daily, they have a profound impact on your overall sense of purpose and well-being. Moreover, aligning your habits with your values requires an understanding of what you truly care about. It's easy to get caught up in external pressures or societal expectations, which can lead us to adopt habits that don't truly reflect who we are or what we want. Therefore, it's essential to take time for introspection and reflect on what values resonate most deeply with you. These values might be personal, such as creativity or honesty, or they might relate to broader ideals like community, integrity, or environmental sustainability. Once you've identified your core values, it's important to examine your current habits and routines to see how well they align with those values. Sometimes we may realize that certain habits no longer serve us or are in conflict with our values. This awareness is an important step in creating meaningful change. For instance, if your value is environmental sustainability, but you find yourself frequently using single-use plastics or wasting resources, this misalignment can cause inner conflict. By consciously replacing those habits with alternatives that better reflect your values, such as using reusable bags or reducing your carbon footprint, you are taking action to align your daily behavior with your beliefs. This doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, your daily actions will start to reflect the values that matter most to you. Creating habits that align with your values also fosters a sense of fulfillment because it creates congruence between what you believe and how you act. When our actions align with our values, we experience a sense of integrity that brings peace and satisfaction. On the other hand, when there is a disconnect between our values and actions, we often feel unsettled or unfulfilled. This internal dissonance can be a source of stress, self-doubt, or frustration. However, by consistently choosing habits that align with our values, we reduce this dissonance, creating harmony between our beliefs and behavior. This harmony is the foundation for a life of purpose. One of the most powerful ways to ensure that your habits align with your values is to make them non-negotiable. If health is a core value, for instance, prioritize it by making time for exercise each day, even if it's just a short walk. Similarly, if family or relationships are important to you, schedule regular time with loved ones, even amidst a busy schedule. The key is to create habits that honor your values, regardless of external demands or distractions. These small, consistent actions add up over time, creating a life that feels purposeful and aligned. Furthermore, it's important to recognize that habits, by their nature, are cumulative. A habit doesn't just happen once and disappear, it builds over time. Every time you choose to act in accordance with your values, you reinforce the neural pathways in your brain that support those behaviors. This process makes your value-driven habits stronger and more ingrained, eventually transforming them into automatic patterns of behavior that shape your life. The more you practice value-aligned habits, the more natural they become, and the easier it is to stay on track toward living a life of purpose. In addition, the process of aligning your habits with your values doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay to slip up or miss a day. The key is to stay committed and recognize that growth happens gradually. Even when you face setbacks, returning to your value-driven habits with renewed intention brings you back to the path of alignment. Through this process, you not only cultivate habits that reflect your values, but you also strengthen your sense of purpose, resilience, and self-compassion. Ultimately, aligning your habits with your values is a lifelong practice. It's about making consistent, intentional choices that reflect who you truly are and what you want your life to stand for. By committing to daily habits that resonate with your core beliefs, you build a foundation of meaning and purpose, creating a life that reflects the person you aspire to be. Understanding the role of stress and adaptation is essential in the pursuit of personal growth and purpose. Stress is often viewed as a negative force, something to be avoided or mitigated. However, when understood correctly, stress can be a powerful tool for adaptation and growth. In fact, our ability to handle and adapt to stress plays a significant role in how we navigate challenges, pursue our goals, and ultimately find and live our purpose. Stress, when managed effectively, can foster resilience, enhance performance, and provide clarity about what truly matters in life. At a biological level, stress is the body's natural response to perceived challenges or threats. It activates the sympathetic nervous system, initiating the fight or flight response, which prepares the body to take immediate action. While this reaction was crucial for survival in ancient times when humans had to react quickly to physical dangers like predators, it still plays a vital role in modern life. stress can arise from a variety of sources, including work, relationships, personal goals, and even the uncertainty that comes with making life-changing decisions. But how we respond to stress determines whether it will hold us back or propel us forward. When we experience stress, our bodies release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which increase alertness, focus, and energy. In the short term, these hormones help us tackle immediate challenges. For instance, when you're faced with a tight deadline or a challenging conversation, your body's stress response may sharpen your focus and drive you to perform at your best. This is an example of eustress, a form of stress that has a motivating and energizing effect. In these moments, stress can clarify priorities and enhance your ability to perform. It allows you to sharpen your focus, push beyond your limits, and make progress toward your goals. Stress can help you meet challenges head-on, driving you toward solutions that align with your deeper purpose. However, chronic or excessive stress, particularly when it's not managed, can have the opposite effect. Prolonged stress, often referred to as distress, can negatively impact both physical and mental health. It can lead to burnout, anxiety, depression, and a host of other issues that can cloud our judgment and inhibit progress. In the pursuit of purpose, if stress becomes overwhelming or unrelenting, it can detract from clarity, causing us to feel stuck or disconnected from our goals. This is why it's crucial to develop strategies for managing and adapting to stress rather than avoiding it altogether. The concept of adaptation is central to understanding how stress contributes to personal growth. Adaptation refers to the process by which the body and mind adjust to stressors over time. When you face challenges and stressors, your body and brain begin to recalibrate and develop coping mechanisms. This process is a fundamental part of how we grow. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance training, our resilience and ability to handle stress improve when we face difficult situations and learn to adapt. One of the key aspects of adaptation is the concept of stress inoculation, which refers to gradually exposing yourself to manageable amounts of stress in order to build resilience. In this process, stress becomes a tool for growth rather than a hindrance. For example, if you're preparing for a challenging project or a high-stakes situation, practicing how you'll handle the stress beforehand can strengthen your ability to cope. This could involve rehearsing difficult conversations, breaking down tasks into smaller steps, or practicing relaxation techniques. By deliberately creating situations where you can manage stress, you build a mental and emotional muscle that helps you stay grounded during more intense challenges. Stress also plays a significant role in clarifying our values and priorities. When we face stress, we are often forced to confront what truly matters to us. For example, when overwhelmed with work or life responsibilities, you may realize how important certain relationships or personal goals are to your well-being. This heightened awareness of what you value can help you align your actions with your purpose. Stress has a way of stripping away distractions, forcing us to focus on the core issues that need our attention. It often pushes us to reflect on what's essential and let go of what doesn't serve us. In this way, stress can act as a guide, helping us realign with our purpose and make decisions that bring us closer to a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Another crucial aspect of stress and adaptation is the importance of recovery. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the need for rest and recuperation. However, just as stress can drive growth, rest and recovery are essential for processing and integrating the lessons learned through stressful experiences. Without adequate recovery, stress can become detrimental, leading to burnout or exhaustion. It's during periods of rest that the body and mind repair themselves, consolidate memories, and build resilience. The ability to rest and recharge is not only essential for physical health, but also for maintaining a clear, focused mind in the pursuit of purpose. Without this balance between stress and recovery, it becomes difficult to sustain long-term progress and growth. Adaptation to stress is also highly individual. What one person finds challenging, another might view as an opportunity for growth. This is why understanding your personal relationship with stress is crucial for developing effective strategies for managing it. Some people thrive in high-pressure situations, while others may need more time and space to recover. By becoming more aware of how stress affects you personally, you can make adjustments to your environment, lifestyle, and mindset to better support your goals and well-being. In summary, understanding the role of stress and adaptation is key to navigating the challenges that arise on the path to purpose. Stress, when approached with the right mindset and tools, can be a catalyst for growth and clarity. It pushes us to adapt, build resilience, and refine our sense of what truly matters. By learning to manage stress effectively and integrating recovery into our lives, we can leverage stress as a tool for adaptation, helping us stay on course toward a fulfilling and purpose-driven life. When we embrace stress as a natural part of growth, we not only become stronger but more aligned with the path we are meant to follow. Engaging in social connection, for clarity, is one of the most profound strategies for enhancing our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In a world that often emphasizes individual achievement and solitary effort, it can be easy to overlook the importance of our social relationships in the pursuit of personal growth and purpose. Yet social connections, whether with friends, family, colleagues, or even new acquaintances, serve as mirrors that reflect back aspects of ourselves we may not always be aware of, helping us gain clarity on our values, goals, and even our sense of identity. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and through interaction with others, we gain insights, challenge our assumptions, and cultivate a deeper sense of meaning in our lives. When we engage in meaningful social connections, we open ourselves to diverse perspectives. Each person we meet brings their own experiences, beliefs, and values to the table. These differences can act as a catalyst for personal reflection, encouraging us to examine our own viewpoints more critically. Often we may find that the way we see the world is shaped by our upbringing, environment, or past experiences. However, interacting with others allows us to challenge these preconceptions, broaden our thinking, and develop a more nuanced understanding of life. Conversations with people who hold different opinions or worldviews provide opportunities to question our assumptions, explore new ideas, and refine our own beliefs. This process of exchanging ideas and confronting contrasting viewpoints helps us gain clarity, not just about others, but about ourselves as well. Social connections also offer us opportunities for feedback, which is essential for growth and self-awareness. When we interact with others, we often receive implicit or explicit feedback about how we come across, how our actions affect others, and whether we are living in alignment with our values. This feedback is an invaluable tool for gaining clarity, as it can help us see blind spots in our behavior or thinking that we might otherwise overlook. For example, a conversation with a trusted friend may reveal patterns of behavior or thought that are holding us back or causing unnecessary stress. This insight can prompt us to reevaluate our actions and adjust our approach. Feedback from others also helps us understand how we are perceived, which can be critical in aligning our external behavior with our internal values. Moreover, social connections provide a sense of belonging and validation, which is essential for developing a clear sense of self. When we feel supported by others, we are more likely to feel secure in who we are and what we stand for. This sense of belonging reinforces our self-worth and encourages us to pursue goals that are meaningful and aligned with our values. Positive social interactions boost our confidence, enabling us to express ourselves authentically and make decisions that reflect our true desires. Conversely, isolation or lack of social support can cloud our judgment, making it harder to find clarity and stay focused on our purpose. Engaging in social connections allows us to share our experiences, gain support, and receive affirmation, all of which contribute to a clearer sense of who we are and where we're headed. In addition to providing feedback and validation, social connections also serve as a source of inspiration. The people we interact with can motivate us to take action, pursue new goals, or explore different avenues of growth. Whether it's a mentor who offers guidance, a colleague who shares a new idea, or a friend who inspires us with their own progress, the energy and enthusiasm of others can ignite our own passions. Sometimes clarity comes not from introspection alone, but from observing the actions and choices of those around us. Their successes, challenges, and journeys can serve as a mirror, offering insights into our own potential and helping us discover new paths to pursue. These moments of inspiration can provide clarity about what we truly want and what is possible for us to achieve. Social connections also contribute to our mental and emotional well-being, which directly affects our clarity and decision-making abilities. When we feel connected to others, our stress levels tend to decrease, and our mental state becomes more stable. This sense of emotional security allows us to think more clearly and make decisions from a place of calm rather than anxiety. Positive relationships reduce the risk of depression, anxiety, and loneliness, all of which can cloud our judgment and hinder our ability to move forward. Engaging in meaningful social interactions creates a supportive environment where we feel empowered to reflect on our goals and make decisions that align with our authentic self. In turn, this clarity improves our overall well-being and allows us to approach challenges with a clearer mind. In addition to the emotional and cognitive benefits, social connections can also serve as a practical tool for gaining clarity. The people in our lives often have experiences and expertise that can help us solve problems, overcome obstacles, or navigate uncertain situations. A conversation with a friend who has experience in a particular area can offer practical advice, strategies, or resources that we may not have considered on our own. This collaborative problem-solving can help us gain clarity about how to approach challenges, make decisions, or take the next steps in our journey. Social connections, therefore, provide not only emotional support but also practical insight that can accelerate our progress toward personal growth and fulfillment. Finally, social connection fosters a sense of shared humanity. When we connect with others, we are reminded that we are not alone in our struggles, challenges, or aspirations. This sense of connection to the broader human experience helps us contextualize our own journey, making it easier to see our place in the world and the larger picture of life. It provides a sense of meaning and purpose that comes from knowing that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. Through social connection, we gain clarity not only about who we are as individuals, but also about our role within the community and the world at large. In conclusion, engaging in social connection for clarity is a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. By interacting with others, we gain diverse perspectives, valuable feedback, inspiration, and emotional support, all of which contribute to a clearer sense of who we are and what we want. Social connections provide a mirror through which we can better understand ourselves, refine our goals, and align our actions with our values. In a world that often encourages isolation and independence, the importance of meaningful relationships cannot be overstated. By nurturing and engaging in social connections, we create the conditions for greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment in our lives. In conclusion, the journey to finding your purpose is not a solitary endeavor, but rather a dynamic process that involves a combination of self-reflection, scientific insight, social engagement, and intentional action. By understanding the science of motivation and reward systems, you unlock the intrinsic drivers that guide your behaviors and ambitions. Leverage neuroplasticity to foster personal growth, recognizing that the brain's ability to adapt offers an endless opportunity for transformation. Aligning your daily habits with your core values ensures that every action you take brings you closer to the life you envision. Embrace stress as a catalyst for adaptation, using it to grow stronger and more resilient. And perhaps most importantly, engage in social connections that provide clarity, feedback, and inspiration, reminding you that you are part of a larger human experience, one that constantly evolves through interaction and shared learning. Together, these strategies create a holistic approach to purpose, one that balances inner strength with external support. Remember, purpose is not a destination, it is a continuous process of self-discovery and alignment. The key is to be patient, embrace challenges, and commit to the daily habits and relationships that reinforce your values and goals. As you move forward, trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is an essential part of uncovering and living your purpose.